Good afternoon, everyone. This is part 2 of the company store series. So the first video that we did, we kind of went over the basics on what are company stores, what are custom products, and the basics on how to copy them over using our new product templates that we've created. So this one is going to be a little bit more in depth. So we'll show you how to copy over products that are not on the template, and then what to do based on those, and then also how to set up a custom product which that is not in our database that you can't copy over from the supplier. And so we'll take a look at that too. So to get started, we're in the fulfillment account, and if you don't remember how to get there, basically you're going to log into your main account, come over here to the child account, and then go to account, child accounts, click login, and it'll take you to your fulfillment account. So if we go look at the product list, you can see in the previous video we copied over these two products, which are product templates from this product templates that we've created for you guys. So they're already ready to go. Basically pulling some top products from the top suppliers, simplifying them, making them easy for you and your customers to order. So you can use these as is, or like I said in the previous video, I'd recommend copying one over, just at least one apparel, one hard good. That way you can use it as a template when you're creating your other ones that you're copying over, and I'll show you an example of that here in a second. So now we're back here at the dashboard on the fulfillment account, and we're going to copy a product over that's not in the template and show you the best way to do that. And then also create one from scratch so you can see the difference between the two, and show you the bare minimums of the stuff that you need to create from scratch. And if I clicked add a new product. So let's say that we want to copy one directly from the supplier that's not in this list here. And then also with that, also meant to tell you guys in the last video, is if you click edit on any of these product templates and click on additional information, you'll see the original item number and who the supplier is, so you can find that information out if needed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to click on products. We're going to go to advanced features again, and we're going to go to copy supplier products. And so in this example, I want to copy over, let's say, a Sanmar product, a polo. So I'm going to click the supplier account, click Sanmar, and then type in the item number, in this case OG138. Now, how this differs from the product templates that we created, where you copy them from the supplier account DC stores, this one we're going to uncheck pricing because we're going to do our own pricing. We're going to uncheck the copy option and choice information. The reason we do that is because when the supplier sets it up, they have the choices, and you'll see in the video, the previous video, when they do their choices for the apparel, they have same way to set up, but we just simplified it, where every color, every size is a choice, but they have their own SKUs on it, whereas we utilize the item number throughout the choices and the options, so it's easier to know what goes with what, and you'll see that here in a second. But they might have a long SKU number, and they know exactly where that goes with what product, but when you copy that over, it's copying that SKU number too, so you have no idea what number that goes with because it doesn't match any item number. So I always recommend going in and unchecking the pricing, and also unchecking the copy option choice information, because you can enter in that in yourself. You can also do the images. If you didn't want to do the images manually, you can copy those over, or you can uncheck it, but everything else I would leave. And so now I'm going to click submit. And now I can click view and edit product. So it basically copied everything over except for the pricing. So now I can go in and I can change. So let's say I don't want this to show up in the product name. I'll take that out. A lot of these things here that they have, you can leave there, or you can add them to attributes. and we'll get to that point. I'm just going to go over each section here. So we'll leave it as is for now. We're just trying to keep it simple. So click Save. I'm going to move on to additional information. And you can see here that I want to change this. So for what I normally do for product sizes, I'll do whatever the sizes are available. So I might do like small through 3XL and put a note in there, additional charges for 2XL plus. Doesn't really matter about the product weight. Country manufacturer, I usually leave that other or none. Production time, you can change it to whatever you want. Defaults to 1. I'm going to click Save. And now I'm going to go to Images. And so if you didn't have the images ready to go, the reason I like to copy them over is because they're already ready to go. And then I can just delete the ones I don't want. So like in this case, let's say I don't want red. Take that out. You can kind of pick and choose like which ones that you want. I don't want, let's see, I'll take those 3 colors. I don't want that. And I don't want that. And let's say no navy either. So I just want the white and the blue, the royal blue, basically, and the black. So now I have it ready to go. If I wanted to add my own image, if I didn't copy these over from the supplier, then I could go to their website or just have the image on my desktop. You want to have it on your desktop. And then just make sure that it's 750 pixels on its longest side. And so you're going to add your main image here and your additional images right here. So now I'm just moving on down the list here. I'm going to go to pricing. So here I'm going to set the quantity. So I'm going to go 1 for the quantity. I'm going to say this is $40. You don't really have to worry about the margin. That's more on the supplier side. So they can set the margin code to see your net pricing as a distributor you pay. And this is going to be a customer facing end user company store. So I just leave it at A to keep it simple. Make sure you check this box to display to customers, and then we'll click Save. And now we'll go to options. And currently we don't have any options, but you can see it from the previous one. We have a product color and size template to go off of that we can use. And I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So now categories, you can select the categories you want, and it already pulls in what they've selected. So you're pulling in the supplier information. In this one, in the case, it's polo, knits, and apparel men. Packaging, you don't have to worry about that. That's more on the supplier side and more advanced. Ordering, when you take a look at it here and you want to make sure that the order cart type is apparel, which it is, and it's going to default to that on most or if not all of the apparel products you copy over from the supplier. So once you get that going there, everything's good to go here. And like I said, with the attributes, these are going to be the easiest thing. You can do bullet points if you want. And so when you click on attributes and it loads here, you can add bullet points. So let's say that you wanted to take, if we go back to product editor here, and you like it where it says push it to the limit in this performance polo that has plenty of stretch movement, more like a description, where these are more like bullet points. And so you can see here where it says like silicone heat transfer and left sleeve, that's going to be stuff for like you as a distributor would need to know for your customer if they were just ordering as is, not on a company store. So what I like to do is I take all that out, keep it simple on the description, hit save. What I'll do then is I'll open up just a notepad basically. So you can see I have it on my other screen here, just wanted to show you. And I'll copy and paste the information on there like that. And then I'll go back to the attributes. And I'll look at some of these ones and I'll add some of those that I took out there. So I like some of them, but not all of them are the customer needs to know. So like something like that, just adding a couple here so you can see as an example. And these are going to be the bullet points that show up on the product details page for you. I think that's, maybe we'll do this one too about the buttons. And you can, I mean, you can add up to 5 of them. So we could do a couple more here. And then we'll do one more. And remember, if one of them said additional decoration charges may apply, you're already going to know what the cost is going to be with your customer's logo on it. So it's not somebody just random inquiring about it. So then I'm going to hit save. And now I have my product done, but I don't have any options or choices. So as I mentioned earlier, we go back here to add edit products and go to choices. Now I'm going to create my choices. So as I mentioned, I did the small through 3XL. And when I recommended in the previous video, copying over from one of our templates, at least in one apparel, one hard good, that way you don't have to create them from scratch. You can just use one of these. So I'd come down here to, let's say, for instance, black small, and I'm going to click add similar. It's already set up the way I need, and this is the item number. So I'm just going to put the new item number in there, OG138. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go to pricing, set that to $40, hit save. And then from here, all I need to do is literally click add similar choice, change this to medium, hit save. I already have the pricing set, so I don't have to do anything else. Large, hit save. Add similar, go extra large. And two more, so add similar, 2XL. This is where I'm gonna have to change the pricing because it's gonna be upcharged for the larger sizes. So I'm gonna click save, and now I'm gonna go to pricing. And let's say for 2XL, it's $2 more. So I'm gonna go $42. And then 3XL, let's say it's $4 more. So I just do add similar, change this to 3XL. Save. And then I'll go into the pricing. So you can see that that one already exists and it's got to be unique. So we'll go back here and we'll look at what we have for OG138. So the 3XL is already created. So we'll go edit pricing. And that one's already set at 42. So I already did that. Or that one needs to be 44. So we're going to go to pricing, change this to 44 because it's $4 more for the 3XL. And then what you can do is, and this is why we put the item number in there to kind of connect it all together, is you can literally just type in OG138. That way you don't have to, like if we didn't have it in there and you search, now I have 38 items in there, but I want to narrow it down. So OG138, put it in there. There's my sizes. And then I can just start doing it with the Royal. So, and I'm not going to do it for all of them, but I'll just show you an example. So I'm just going to change the color. The stuff's already set. And I'm just changing the color. Hit save, and I would continue to do that on for the other, all the way to 3XL. So now I have the choices created, which is my size and color. So now I need to create an option. So if I go to edit options, and I look at this, I already have one for an apparel, which is its product color and size. I can click add similar. And then I'll come in here and put the item number again, OG138, hit save. And then I'm going to go to, so the additional information tab, don't really need anything on that. Images, I wouldn't recommend adding images to it. And then pricing, you're not going to have any, most likely you're not going to have any pricing on the option level. It's just going to be choices and product. So I'm going to go immediately to choices. Since I added similar, it's got all the previous ones. So I'm just going to click there, hold shift, move all these over. And then you remember how I labeled it with the item number, the OG138? Well, there they are right there. So now they're good and I can see them all. So I don't need to do anything else. I got all the ones right there ready to go. And I got one with the Royal. And if I had all the Royal ones and the white ones, I could just move them over easily by seeing the item number. That's why I put the item number, like I said, somewhere on the choice level, on the option level, and then of course on the product level. So now I'm going to click save. I'm going to come over here to ordering. And you can have, so it says select product color and sizes. So they could do one or they could do multiple. You're going to change this to a choice style apparel group if it's not already there. So you click this drop down. It's going to be the first one. It says choice quantity style group with total apparel. And you can see here that they're all listed there. And so you can also sort them. So I want the black 3XL to be at the bottom. And I need that. I'll put that royal because we're going to start the royal. So small, move this up, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, and then it would go on from royal small, royal medium, so on and so forth onto the white. So now I'm going to click save. So now I have the choice created. I have my options created. That's all I need. Now I got to go back to the product level. So just do edit products, go to the OG138 that I copied over, click edit, and I'm going to go to options. And there it is right there, OG138 PCS. Hit save. And now my product's done. The only thing left I need to do is put it into a product list, which we'll show you here in a second. So that's just basically how you would copy it over if you're copying over an item from a supplier, especially apparel item that's not in our current product templates here. So let's say you want to create a product from scratch. You don't want to copy it over from the supplier. You don't want to copy it from the product template. You want to create it from scratch. So we'll show you how to do that. So we're going to go home, product list. Remember, you can also go products, add edit products. It'll take you to the list too. And I'm going to click add new product. And so product name, we'll just say polo. Call it polo shirt. Item number coming up with my own PS. Description, check out this awesome polo shirt. Save, and you can see the bare minimum in order to display it, obviously outside of also putting it into a product list so it can be displayed on the website, is I just need to add an image for it. And so if I go to images, I come over here and like we talked about, 750 pixels on the longest side. So if I go and grab an image here, let me grab an image real quick. So I'm just going to grab one from one of our suppliers as an example, but this could be, you either copy it over from the supplier or you can create it from scratch, even if the supplier is in our database, or obviously if it's not, then you will. So like I mentioned earlier, grabbing the product, having it on your desktop, ready to go. So I'm just pulling one in here, save image as black polo. And then I'm going to come in here, click select file, select the black polo, click open, and it's going to load. And then I can upload other colors if I want to as additional. This one, I'm just going to keep it simple with the black. And I also want to show you another example if you only have one color. So a lot of times with company stores, you're going to have one color, or you might have like a couple colors. And I've seen ones that have a lot of colors, let them choose from any color. So it's up to you. So this example, I'm going to show you with just one color. And then if you needed to add multiple colors, I'll show you that too. So I'll grab another color just in case. That way we can do both examples. And I'll do royal blue. Save. Okay, so I got the royal blue ready to go after I show you how to do the one color here. So I got the image in there, and now when I go to options, you can see it's ready to go. It's displaying. So if I had it and I put it in a list, they would see it, but they wouldn't be able to. They would be able to order it, but they wouldn't be able to select their color and their size. So I need to go to the choices, and I need to start creating choices for it. So remember, we're on this one, we're just doing the bare minimum, creating it from scratch. So I always like to start in the choices. Start with your choices, then move to your options, and then move to your product. The product level is the easiest to set up. The choices and the options are where it's a little more advanced, but with this video and with us, showing you guys how to do it step by step, and then also adding a new feature with the product templates, I think that's going to help you guys out quite a bit and make things easier for you. So products, add edit choices. I could, like we talked about earlier, I could just add similar and go off of one of these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to create one from scratch. So we're doing everything from scratch this time. So add new choice. So option type we're going to select is product color. So you always want to make sure that the option type matches on the choice with the option type on the option. So product color is the most used one. And in this case with product color is what we're going to use for apparel and also for hard goods if there's multiple ones to select for that. So product color information here. Going to go to the choice name, and the way you're going to set it up is, and I'll have a screenshot for you guys that will show you the best way to kind of a template that I use. So what I do when I set it up is I go with the color. So this case is black. The choice number, I go black color dash size. I'm starting with the small. Style number is going to be the item number. And so you just want to make sure that, like I said, it flows through everything. That way you can match choices with options and you're not like, well, where does this go with what? So we did polo shirt, kept it simple. So PS, and then style name is just going to be the size again. So small. And then I'm going to click save. Then I'm going to go to pricing and I'm going to do the total price for that. So $40. Check the box so it can display to customers, hit save, and then I can go back to choices. Once again, so it's all here, but if you put in PS, it goes right to the one I'm working on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add similar. I already have the pricing set. So the base pricing is going to be set from whether you do extra small or small all the way to extra large, and then 2XL on would be the upcharges where it's going to be more and you have to adjust the pricing. So this one, just going to do medium, hit save, add similar choice, and large, save, add similar choice. We'll go up to 2XL. We don't want to take up too much time here because you're getting the idea here. It's basically just repetition once you have it down. Add similar choice, and let's say the 2XL is $2 more, which would be $42 because the base is 40. Hit save, and then we got to change the pricing on it because it's different than the 40. 42. And hit save. There, I have them all now ready to go, all my choices. So now I'm going to go to options. You can either click it here or you can go there, either one, products, edit options, multiple ways to get there. So now I'm going to create this one from scratch too. And remember how I told you with the choices that you want to make sure that it matches the option type with the choice. So we did product color. So we're going to go product color and we're going to name it product color and size. What I always do is, once again, put the item number in there, and then I do a space, and then I'll do like PCS, so product color for product color and size. Hit save. I'm going to go to the choices. I'm going with PS, so I got the PSs there. And another thing you can do is if there's multiple ones, like say you had a ton of color choices to choose from, what I like to do is just do the simple Control F, type in PS, and it highlights it for you. So you already know, and then you can just go through, hold down Control, click on the ones that are highlighted, and there's no other ones there, so I'm going to move those over, and then I'm going to hit save, and then ordering, and then select product color and size. This is already ready to go. I want to make it required, and just make sure this is where it says type form field to display. I want to change this to what we talked about, choice quantity style group with total apparel, and have it set small, put it in order, So I'm going to change that to medium. I'm going to change this to large. I move it up to large, move large up one, move the XL up, and now it's all in order, ready to go. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go to edit products or products, add edit products, either one. And I'm going to go to here, click edit, go to options, and I'm just going to add that option that I created. So PS, always having the item number in there first so you can see it. It's easier to find. Hit save. That's good to go there. And then I can add a category if I want. So polo, we'll just keep it simple. And then as I mentioned earlier with the ordering on the apparel, you just want to make sure that the cart type right here is set to apparel. Hit save, and then you're done. So another thing you could do is create a custom product for a hard good item. So we just did one for a apparel type item. So now we're going to do a hard good. So let's just go back to home, create product, click on product list, add new product, and we're just going to keep it simple again. So in this case, I'm going to do a backpack. And you can see the difference, how it's setting up different. I'm going to go backpack. So I can come up with, you can either use the supplier's item number or come up with your own. And literally just type in backpack. So just any description will work. You can put anything down there. So if you just want to keep it simple, or if you want to have an elaborate description that's very descriptive, talks about the backpack and all the benefits of it, etc., you can do that. So I kind of did like a different one with the polo shirt. This one I'm just going to keep it simple with backpack. Once again, when I hit save, you can see the only thing I'm missing from displaying is the image, but I also need to put it into a product list, which we'll get to after we get done with this. So if I go down the list here, additional info, if I want to add the size, I can. I don't really need anything there. I'm going to go to the image, and I'm going to select the image I chose. So I'm going to do blue, and it's actually called Lake Blue is the official. And I'm going to select another file, and I'm going to grab two more because I'm going to have blue and black. And I wanted to give another example of the side of it, so I put additional image and then the black one's there, and I could do the additional side image for black if I wanted to. It's up to you guys, however you want to do that. So then I'm going to go to pricing, do one quantity. You can do whatever quantities you want. If you want to have multiple quantity breakdowns, you can. I'll just do $20. Keep it simple, save. And now when I go to options, I don't have anything currently, so I'll have to go back and create my choices, which will be my colors, and then I'll do the option, which will be my product color. Categories, I'm going to go backpacks, hit save, and then the last thing I need to do with hard good items is go to ordering and make sure this is set to original. So if you create an item from scratch, it's automatically going to default to original. If you're using apparel, like I did in the previous one, you want to change it to apparel, but in this case, it's a hard good, so I'm going to leave it at original, hit save. And then all I have to do is come over here to edit choices, or remember you can go product edit choices here too, either one. So edit choices, and the only thing I need for this is colors. So I'm going to add new choice. I'm going to choose my option type as product color. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to call it Lake Blue. I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't need to put any pricing on it because they're all the same price, no matter what color it is. And then I'm going to do add similar choice. And I'll just do black, or you could have done add new choice, either one. Now I have both of my colors that I need. So I'm going to go to the option. I'm going to add new option. Remember, they have to match. So I'm going to do product color, just like I did for the choices. And I'm going to put product color. I'm going to put the item number. And then PC for product color. Then I'll go to choices and I'll find the colors that I added. So there's Lake Blue. There's black, and you don't really need to put the item number on the choice for these because you can use these for any product. So it's not necessarily one type of product where you need to have the item number in there. So I need to know, okay, Lake Blue goes with backpack piece, or yeah, backpack only. And I could have Lake Blue that goes with a a polo shirt, and I can use that too. So I don't need to have multiple colors for different, I don't need to have the item number on the color. The only time you would want to do that, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to go to ordering. And from here, I'm going to leave the ordering question the same. I'm going to do minimum option 1, make it required. And then here you have a couple options that you can choose from. So for the type form, you have choice checkbox, which means if I order 50, let's say I want 50 backpacks, I have to either choose black or blue. If you want them to be able to, so you've talked to the supplier and you can order 1 or more, and let's say I want 50 backpacks, I want 25 black and 25 blue, then you would change this from choice checkbox, and you can go down to choice checkbox, or I'm sorry, choice quantity total with the choice price based on main order quantity. So if we do that and then we hit save, this will allow me to select, I want 25 black, I want 25 blue. So it's up to you how you want to do that. If they can only order 1 color, then do choice checkbox. If not, do choice quantity with total, choice price based on main order quantity. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And since I'm using that, I'll change this to product color. So they can do multiple colors if they want. You don't have to use the exact same ordering question. You can do whatever you want. And now I'm going to go to products, go to the one I created. Now that I have it created, go to options. There's my backpack product color is the only thing I need. Hit save. This product's good to go. And now I can go ahead and move on to the last step. So let's say I'm done now. And now I'll move on to the last step, and I'll go ahead and I'll create my product list, and I'll add the products to that list. So if you come over here to products and go to advanced features, come down here to product list manager. I'm going to click add new list. I'm going to call it DC store, hit save. Now I can click edit products. All your products from your fulfillment account will be over here. So just move over the ones that you want on your website, hit save, and then you're good to go. Another thing you can do once you have the list created is if you needed to remove it, you can go back in, products, advanced features, go to product list manager again, click on edit products, and then click the X if you needed to remove them for whatever reason. Or if you needed to add additional ones, you can add them. Once you create this product list and you add it to your website, it will automatically update the product list, whether you add new products or if you take away products, if you remove products from it on your website. So you don't have to go in there and update your website every time, just update your list. So that concludes this video. The next video will be the final video, part 3. That's going to show you now how to take everything we've done with the product list and the custom products, adding it to a list, and how to put it on a website and fully customize that website for your company store. So stay tuned for more helpful videos.